guys, what's up? It's your girl Makeup by Sunrise. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, what's up? Make sure you click that red button down below to subscribe to my channel. You don't want to miss out on anything that I'm posting. Today we are focusing on eyeshadow, so no long talk, let's just jump right into it. Hey y'all, so if y'all hear music in the background, it's because my neighbors, they having some type of party and they playing the tunes, man. I'm like, and I'm also low-key watching First 48. So I wanted to come back and show you guys how I did my makeup last weekend. I went out to my friend's 30th birthday party. However, I was rushing, and it's just so happened that I noticed that like anytime when like I'm going out and I already know that I want to do my makeup and go out somewhere, but the time be beating me. So I always end up doing my makeup in a rush, specifically like my eyeshadow. But I feel like it always comes out good, although it's not necessarily ideal of like what I had like pre-planned in my head. It just so happened is like, okay, I put two and two together. I was like mix and match, and it came out so good. So I was like, you know what, let me put on the camera, show you guys how you can basically use a couple of colors or even just one or two colors to get a look done without like feeling like you're incomplete. So first things first, I want to let you guys know every time when I do my makeup, I wash my face with a Cetaphil daily face cleanser. I'm going to insert some photos of the products that I use. So that's my daily face wash. And then I go ahead and I moisturize my face with the Fresh Deep Hydration Rose Facial Cream. And then I put on my eye cream by Pharmacy. Those are two products that I just named. I get them from Sephora, and those are the only products that I really use for my face like that, because I have eczema and I'm prone to like having breakouts and stuff. So I just use things that I know for sure is not going to break me out and actually moisturize my dry skin. And I've been using that stuff for years. So I think it's safe to say like those are my go-to products. Then I would let that dry down and then follow it up with some sunscreen. The sunscreen that I do use is the Black Girl Magic sunscreen. Now, I'm inside the house, so I'm not going to be going outside because it's nighttime, but I will put some sunscreen on and then let that dry down and then go ahead with the rest of my makeup procedure, which would be for me to put on my primer, etc, etc. But because I'm in the house, I already just have on my moisturizer and my eye cream. So you guys can see I have like these little small baggies here I'm trying to get rid of. Sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not there, but you know, I guess it just depends on the day. I feel like I'm rambling a little bit. Let me know if I'm talking too fast down in the comments. Now for my eyebrows, this is a product that I've been using for over 10 years. NYX Cosmetics. If you ever come across this video or any of my videos here on my channel, please sponsor me. I live by this product. This is the micro brow pencil, and I use it in a black. I don't use no other product but this for my eyebrows. Okay. If you guys want me to film an in-depth eyebrow tutorial, let me know down in the comment section. Like, I only use this with the spoolie and with this part here on the opposite end where you twist out the actual pencil, and I only use like the smallest amount because I found a way how to get my eyebrows to grow into the way that I like them. So now, instead of me like actually drawing on my eyebrows that I've been doing like in my early 20s, now I can just like fill in the little parts that I want to fill in and shape them, and they come out really, really good. Like, I don't go nowhere to do my eyebrows. If I need to trim them up, I do it myself with my little eyebrow razor, and it is what it is. So this is something that I use all the time. This is my trusty eyebrow product, okay? I don't use nothing else. So to speed up some time here, because I want to just focus mostly on the eyeshadow, I am going to do my face, and I'm gonna come back just before I start putting on my bronzer, because that's a part of the eyeshadow look that I want to show you guys. Okay. When they run, tell me they use that dancer. Okay, I'm getting distracted. They're really playing my song downstairs. So I went ahead, did my foundation, concealer. Well, actually, you put on a primer, foundation, concealer, setting powder. So now that my face is set, I started using my bronzer along the cheeks, like the perimeter of my face. But this is the part that I was telling you guys that is very important, that it helps out with my eyeshadow. So I use the Black Radiance contour palette, and this is in the dark to deep. So this little, what you call it, this brown here in the middle is what I use for the perimeter of my face. That gives me that warm kind of like brownish, kind of like reddish undertone on my cheekbones. And I'm gonna use this brush by Ruby Kisses. It's a tapered eyeshadow brush, but I use it specifically for my nose contour. And I'm just gonna do like this, what I normally do, tap it, make some little mess on it, and then I top off whatever is left over. Now this is the key integral part here, so I'm going to use my little big mirror that I have down here to help me out as well. And I want to be straight on with you guys, so I'm going to be looking down, but I'm going to explain to you how the placement of it. So using my handy dandy taper eyeshadow brush that I use for my contour, I use a really light touch, and I go down the sides of my nose. So I start right here in the inner corners, like closest to my eyes. It's really hollow, and I just want to make sure like I'm doing a swiping motion, really like going up and down, where I can see in my mirror I'm making kind of like a hollowed look. So that's why you see my setting powder so like defined here on the bridge of my nose, I guess you can say, so that I can see like where exactly I'm placing the bronzer. And I'm just gonna do like this on both sides. So I'm gonna bring it down a little bit under my nose and making like a little roundabout around at like the ball of my nose, and then from here I'm gonna flick upward towards my brows and kind of like into the crease of my eye. And this is gonna set like a kind of like a background shade for whatever eyeshadows I'm gonna put on. So it's kind of, it's there, but it's kind of faintly not there at the same time. But it also helps with how, you know, slim I want my nose to appear. So I do the same thing on my right side. So whatever you do to the left, you do to the right. Whatever you do to the right, you do to the left. So doing the same motion, repeating it. And now mind you, I haven't gone back into the palette for more product. I'm just moving whatever product that's on my brush around. And if I need to add more, I'll do the same thing like how I did the first time and add some more. Now over the eye here, when I'm going into the crease, I start in like a circular motion, going over, back and forth. And then I do a swiping motion. Kind of like a combination of both, because I want whatever color that is distributing from off the brush onto my eyelids to be soft. So yeah, I think I could go in for a little bit more and then we'll be good to move on. Alright, so now this is where my makeup has come to a stop, because we're going to get ready to do the eyeshadow. But I just want to let you know, while I was off camera, I added on some highlight, finished up my bronzing of my nose, my cheekbones and stuff like that. And I also added on some highlight to like the brow bone area. So the highlighter that I have right here, I kind of just put it here on the brow bone, so that helps with the eyeshadow as well. You can put it on before or after. I just like to put it on before in this case, because I was already put it on highlighter. All right, and if anybody wants to know what episode I'm watching the first 48 episode, season 24, episode 5, called Little Girl Lost. It's so crazy so far. Like, this girl goes missing, and her family and friends are looking for her because they know like she's not the type to go missing. Like she was visiting at a friend's house. Her mom texts her like, hey, it's time for you to come home. She texts back to her mom, okay. They have her location. They see where she's leaving from her friend's place, which is not too far from where she lives. But then all of a sudden, like I guess you could say like the location, it starts beaming, and then all of a sudden like it stops and they haven't seen her. She goes missing for like 6 months. Mind you, her friends that she stayed with had nothing to do with it, thank God. It just so happened this other apartment complex that she was passing by, something sinister was happening nearby, and it just so happened that she ended up getting in the crossfires of it. Come to find out that the place where she went missing, a guy that worked security at the complex is a cop. So now the police that are actually investigating her case, because they found her like almost a year later or something like that, they found the poor girl dead in the woods, and the alleged gun that probably might have been a part of her crime. They can't tell because her death is undetermined because of the decomp. But now they're getting ready to question the guy, and he thinks like he don't got shit to do with it. Like he's really playing that cop role, in which he is a cop. It's just that he's not a cop in their county. But they're basically gonna put their police skills to work and trick him and get him to confess. So, anywho, makeup time. So now I'm gonna add in some black eyeliner on the bottom of my waterline here, and I feel like this always helps to make your eyeshadow or whatever eye look you're doing pop. So I'm gonna use black on the waterline. I'm not gonna come out of the waterline area like if I would do a smoky eye. I just want to make sure there's like some definition. So you see that one little strip of line, how it goes from like this to this. Like this, I don't have nothing here on my waterline here, but you could tell like how it just literally just snatched my eye, which is cool because that's the look we're going for. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. And I'm just literally using the lightest touch because we're dealing with your eye here, and you don't want to poke yourself in the eye because that's dangerous. And also you want to kind of delay the case of your eyes watering like how mine is doing right now. So okay, I think that's good. So now like while my eye is kind of like my eye, I feel it watering, like it already started, but I want to make sure like a tear doesn't fully develop and like I have like a black stream coming down my face because that would really piss me off. I'm just using this little powder brush that I use here that has like some residue left of my setting powder that I knocked off to help with that. So now this is the eyeshadow palette that I use. This is something that I've had for a while. I think I have got this at CVS, but like a while back. You know when you go to any drugstore, you get like an eyeshadow palette that looks really cute. I picked this up. So it comes with a little applicator in there, but I'm not going to use it for this eyeshadow look. So when I went out, my outfit, well I should say my dress, was like a beige nude with brown and like pops of color. It had like a burgundy red like on my nails, and it had like I want to say like purple. So I wanted to keep the eye really simple because like I said, I was in a rush and I just wanted to give it a little razzle dazzle. I didn't want to just go with like my bare eyeshadow just like this, my bare eyelid like this I should say. So I use my fingers. It's kind of like an old makeup trick that I've seen my mom do for years, and then I eventually started doing it once I started to learn how to do makeup. So let me take out the applicator because I know this is going to fall the minute I move my hand. Alright, so the first thing I went in with was, I think it was this like pinkish nude color right here. And then I didn't like it. because I feel like it wasn't showing up. But I'm gonna do the same thing all over again because I end up did liking the layered look that I had. So I'm gonna use my middle finger with a swiping motion to go up and down, and I literally just tap the color here on my eyelid, and it has like this frostiness about it. And I'm just going over the lid. I don't want to go above my eyelid, although I do see some parts of it that will. But that's fine because we're going to blend that out afterward with the other colors we put on top. So use all over my lid, and then I'll wipe my fingers off on my makeup rag because now I'm going to go into a different look. Because like I said, I didn't like it like this because I feel like the color wasn't showing up enough for me, especially with the color dress that I had on. So, and I felt like it kind of was just like gonna wash away. So now I'm gonna go in with this color here. That it's brown, but it's like a muted tan brown right here. So this is the first color that I went in. It has like that pinky sheer color, and then I moved on to this. So now I'm gonna go right on top of that, but closer to like the lashes. Right? Really try to get in the inner corner there. Okay, so you see how more defined and more like a pop of color you see now compared to this side where there's no eyeshadow. Like that second color that I layered on top of it really like did that for me. So now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna use the same taper brush that I used to contour my nose. I'm not gonna put any product on it. I'm just gonna move some of that eyeshadow around that's right on top of this part. So like the pieces here that are going up into like the crease, I'm just gonna smooth those out. So like it looks like it's blending up into the crease here. So I'm just gonna smooth those edges out. And then add some more shadow. And ever so often you see me I'm using like a tapping motion along with like kind of like a swiping motion as well. I toggle between the two depending on how the application of the eyeshadow is going. Now you can do this with your eyeshadow brushes, but I just prefer to do it with my finger. And I felt like it got me to where I needed to go. Like it was getting done quickly. So now I'm going to repeat the same steps on this side. With both sides done. Now I'm going to take it up a step further. So for the inner corner of my eye, I like to use my pinky, and I am going to go in with this color that's right here that's a little broken up. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm going to go into this second to last color that's right here. It has like a rosy kind of gold color, so I'm going to use my pinky, and I'm just going to touch up the inner corners of my eye just like this. Okay, I went a little bit overboard right there, but there you go. And you know what's another good brush to use for this part if you don't want to use your fingers? If you have like a makeup kit that came with like a brush for your lips and stuff, because they're so tiny, and because they're so tiny and the material of the brush is so soft, when you're touching here in the inner corner of your eye, it gives you the perfect application if you're like really sensitive with your eye. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so now you can leave it like that and move on to eyeliner. Now, this is another product that I've used for over 10 years as well. Elf Cosmetics Liquid Black Eyeliner. I don't use nothing else. I've tried other eyeliners in between, but this is the one eyeliner that I can say for sure I can buy this over and over and over again and get the same results. Not a problem. So this is my go-to for eyeliner. So now I'm going to draw a little wing eyeliner, nothing too crazy. Always start on the outer corner of my eye and then drag it and make a little triangle, fill it in. Go across the lid like halfway. Sometimes I don't even do it all the way, it's just be right there on the end. And then fill in any of those areas in the where you drew your eyeliner. If you see eyeshadow peeking through, cover it up. And step and repeat on the other side. Let's add some mascara. I'm using the Maybelline the Colossal Big Shot Volume Express, and this gives me a lot of volume indeed. If you're someone who isn't into wearing like add-on lashes, or you want to give your natural eyelashes a break from wearing extensions, you can use this. It gives you volume, it gives you length, like the fibers really get in there. I use this for both my top and bottom lashes. Went ahead, changed my clothes. I put on this little corset and these earrings that I got from Shein. So now for the lip combo. After you do your makeup, you want to use a makeup wipe and just go over your lip, because some of the residue from the makeup is on your lip. Make sure you get it all off, and then you want to rehydrate your lips with like a lip balm. I always use Aquaphor, and then I go on with my lip pencils. So I have two dark brown ones. I don't remember which one this is from. Like, if you're like me and you use your products down to the ground, leave a comment down below. I don't care. I'm going to use it up until when I can't get no more color from out of it. And then this one is from NYX Cosmetics. This is their lip pencil in Espresso. So any dark brown lip liner, I just preferably like to use the ones that like doesn't have like a taupe. Like, they don't look kind of grayish, but they don't look too red where it's like a burgundy brown. I want it to be chocolate brown. So see, like this one is kind of like milk chocolate, where it has like that little pinch of like red, but I don't mind it because it's not that bright. I'm gonna just overline the top lip just a little bit. And now I'm gonna go in with that espresso right on top. Let's go shop. Kill this case on First 48 was crazy. I feel like I've seen, or at least heard the story before, but like on a different network, on a different show, because I feel like First 48 just gave us their rendition of it. But I feel like I know the story before, where like the guy that was working security at a building complex that was nearby her friend's house, like he became obsessive with her, kind of like he wanted to get to know her, and she was just like, no. Something of that sort. I feel like I've seen it on, might have been Oxygen, on one of their true crime shows. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely familiar with the story now that like the episode is finished. Okay, so that's it for the pencil. Now, NYX Cosmetics matte lipstick. This is the soft matte lip cream, I should say. This is in London. It's a nude color, and I'm gonna go right in the center. Alicia Keys. All right, and now I have two lip glosses by NYX Cosmetic. This is the Butter Gloss in Sugar High, and the other one is in Butterscotch. Now, they're both nudes, but one is a little bit darker than the other. So like this one here is Sugar High. This has like a pink nude undertone, and then the Butterscotch kind of has like that actual like brown tannish nude. I like both, so I just layered it one top of one another. So with the soft matte lip cream, you can leave it as is and it'll dry down and it'll look so good. Like I love matte, but you know sometimes you just want to put on a little extra some, and I like blending these products together because I feel like you get a lip gloss color that's very unique to your liking. Oh my god, why I can't get this open? Oh, got it. Like why I can't get this open? What's going on, child? All right. So now I'm just gonna go in with butterscotch first. And I feel like butterscotch is like the best combination to pair with the soft matte lip cream London. Like that was the match from one another in like a matte and a gloss. So I just want to add right on top, and I'm gonna go in with Sugar High right in the center. And I'm gonna wipe off this on my makeup wipe. Like I said, this is more of a pink, and I don't want to. Yep, there we go. So this is it. Real simple, real cute, real elegant. If you do your makeup this way, shout out to you. Leave a comment down below and let me know that I ain't the only crazy one that do my makeup like this when I'm in a rush. Because we gotta get things done. Like I'm working on my time management, especially for like when I'm attending events and stuff. So this is just something to help me like stay on top of things. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a comment down below, subscribe to my channel because I want to see you guys come back. I want to say thank you so much to my new subscribers because every day I see the numbers like shoot up and I'm like, oh my god, like my work is really getting out there. So thank you so much for coming back to my videos, liking the video, commenting, sharing the video, sharing any of my short form videos as well. Like I see y'all. Thank y'all so much. I really do appreciate you guys. As far as like the first 48 episode I was just watching, that's crazy. Be aware of your surroundings. Please be careful. Like if you have issues with like people following you home and stuff like that, make sure like you keep a little something on you to protect yourself. make sure your phone is always fully charged or halfway charged. Like, you have good reception so that you can call the authorities, call a family member or friend to help you out of a situation. Like that young girl, I feel so bad for what happened to her and, you know, her grieving family. Like, that's so messed up. And to for the community to, you know, be so scared because the people that you're supposed to trust, they're police officers. Like, a police officer did that to her. Like, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Um, if you guys want me to do another video where like we sit down and watch a first 48 episode while I do my makeup and just chit chat with you guys, comment that down below because I don't know if I told you this before. Maybe I did in one of my other videos. I went to school for criminal justice, so like I'm that type of girl. Like, I watch every true crime show, Law and Order, CSI Miami, NCIS New Orleans. Like, those are my shows. So I love getting to watch these shows and like just learning like investigative stuff. Although it's such a tragic situation for the individuals that there's the episode or the movie is about. So yeah. Anyways, if you watch this video all the way to the end, make sure you like this video, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.